Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon and welcome to the 1904 Lounge here at the KC Stadium ahead of today's huge game between the Tigers and Bristol City. Thank you for being here and getting out the rain, although the prediction for 3 o'clock is a nice, warm, sunny afternoon. Hopefully we can get 3 points on the board and get back on track as we look to make our way back to the Premier League. Thank you for being here today. I'd like to introduce you to our guests today, one more than normal as well. Firstly, a very tanned as he's just back off holiday and very excitable because it was his birthday yesterday. Please would you welcome club ambassador here at the Tigers, Dean Windass.
Thank you.
51.
You don't have to mention my birthday on April Fool's Day, do you?
No, not at all. Next, from our visitors representing Bristol City, a player who made 229 appearances for the Robins and then moved to QPR where he got promotion to the Premier League back 6 years ago. Please, would you welcome somebody who was on the pitch that day when Dean scored that goal at Wembley. Bradley Orr is here. And our third guest today, only last Saturday, took 2 rounds to win the Commonwealth lightweight title over at Sheffield. An Olympic gold medal winning boxer. Very proud of him here in Kingston upon Hull. Please would you welcome back to the 1904 Lounge, Luke Campbell. Luke, we'll start with you. How do you feel a week on after your win?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, it's trained hard for it, and you know, I'm mentally prepared, focused, and you know, I got the job done.
In less than 2 rounds as well. What are you looking for next then, as a competitor, as a goal?
I'd like to be back here in Hull in June, and I'd like to fight the British champion, you know, and take that belt. How
possible is that?
Yeah, very possible. There's 2 of them that fight tonight for the title, so hopefully afterwards Eddie might just say like, "You're fighting Luke," and that's it.
Also last Saturday night, because you don't mess with Eddie, do you? On the subject, of course, of boxing, last Saturday was quite a controversial night with Chris Eubanks Jr. Fighting Nick Blackwell, of course, and all the drama that went alongside that. And a lot of people saying that the referee should have stopped the fight earlier. Others saying that the towel might have been thrown in. How did you see that unravel?
You know, there's a lot of words being spoken afterwards of what could have been done and what should have been done, but you know, it's been and done now. It sickens me to think of what happened in the ring that night. But you know, it's as a fighter myself, you know, you've got that warrior instinct inside you, and you never want to give up and let anyone down or anything like that, and you just want to keep going. And you know, I hadn't actually seen the fight myself because, you know, I was boxing that night as well, and I know the result of the fight, so I don't really fancy watching it, to be honest. Yeah. But you know, should his team have thrown the towel in? Maybe. I don't know, but you know, hopefully, and now we've just got to wish for a full recovery and hope he gets back to normal and you know, 100% healthy comes out of it.
Now you're here to watch the game today. How do you see it going?
Well, you know, every time I come here, I'm hoping for the Tigers to win. So that's how I see it.
Lovely stuff. That's good. That's good. Stay there. Bradley, we'll come to you. Welcome. As I mentioned when I introduced you, you played at Wembley on that day when Dean scored that goal. What was it like playing in the playoff final at Wembley?
Massive occasion, biggest of my life. I think there was 89, 90,000 people in the stadium that day, and obviously not the best of results for me, but fair play to Dean. He scored a fantastic goal on the day, and Hull went on to achieve promotion. So,
however, you had a little clash with Nick Barmby, as I remember.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Barmby's got the hardest head I've ever known in my life. He shattered the full left side of my face. Eye socket caved in, jaw broke the lot, and I carried on playing. And you know, Dean spotted that I was in a bad way, sat me down, called the paramedics on. He'd scored the goal by then, like. Oh, yeah. He left me on for 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
He wanted to rest himself. That's what it'll be.
And he called the paramedics on and something that has stayed with me from that day to this is when Hull achieved promotion, you know, they'd gone on to, you know, secure the Premier League status and what have you. Amongst all the celebrations and partying that Dean and the Hull lads must have been doing, I was in hospital for 4 days after that game, and Dean took the time out of, you know, what was a, you know, celebrations and what have you, to phone me in hospital and check that I was okay, and it stayed with me from that day to this, and something that I'll be forever grateful towards him, and I've got so much respect for the man on my right here.
So what are you up to now then, Bradley?
Retired from playing about a year or so ago after a little stint in the MLS, and I've set up a sport agency myself, the turn of the year, so I look after a few players. One of them's there playing, Joey Barton for Burnley. So yeah, I'm a sport agent at the minute, got an agency going, so something totally different from playing but still involved in the game.
Do you get to see much of Bristol City?
No.
Well, that's my next 5 questions out the window then. But nice to have you here. We'll come back to you in a moment. You're the uncle as well of a Liverpool player.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Tell us who you're the uncle of.
Yeah, so I'm the uncle of young John Flanagan, who's you know, I think he's the only local lad at Liverpool now, the only homegrown player. So he's another one of the players who I look after. We've just done a new 3-year contract for John, who's suffered a bad time with injury, but hopefully all that's behind him, and he's, you know, looks ahead now, and he's a great young lad, great player, and as I say, it's good to see him doing well.
Lovely stuff. We'll just swap places. We'll come to Dean. Dean, it's been a while since a win. It's been a while since a game. It's nice to be back in action, and I'm sure the boys are looking forward to getting back and playing and hopefully getting a win today.
Well, I think this is obviously the game. If we don't win, then it's either going to, if it goes pear-shaped, we'll come out of the playoffs, or we're in the playoffs, because obviously we're Middlesbrough winning last night. You know, Brighton are winning there, or they've won, or whatever. It's, you know, it's a massive game for us. You know, and I came out in my column and saying that we need to win every home game. You know, which we got 5, I think, is at home, and then 4 away. Yeah. So 23 points, and that probably will get you in the top 2. But I think it's very important that we win the game today, because with Middlesbrough winning obviously last night, that takes them a little bit away. If we don't win, then Brighton, obviously, they go above us, so it's going to be very difficult.
And we should be wary today, because if we'd played this game a few weeks ago, it would have been a home banker, but Bristol City are, I think, 3rd in the current form table, so yeah, they're coming here on some good form.
Yeah, well, I just spoke to the fitness coach, Murray, who I played against him when he played for Bristol City. He said they pass the ball around very well. As you say, they're in a bit of a form at the minute. They've got really nothing to lose, so they'll come here with full of confidence. You know, Johnson, who was in the same team that day with Brad. You know, he was on the bench and then came on. He's done a fantastic job since he left Barnsley, so all the pressure's on us today, unfortunately.
How would you set up to play today?
Well, I don't know the team, but I know the formation. He'll go 4-3-3. I don't know the personnel. He's tinkering. He was trying to tell me over there about an hour ago. I don't think he knew the team an hour ago. I think it's one of them, and you put your hand in the thing and pick him out. It's one of them, because we are struggling to score goals. You know, and that's the one thing that, if you get promotion, you need your centre forwards to get goals, and at the minute it's drying up for us. So whoever we plays today, and I just said to Steve there, you know, the problem we have is that the centre forwards not getting in the box enough when the ball's in the wide areas, and we've got to get in the box. You've got to get in the box to score goals, and if whoever is playing as a number 9 today, when the ball's in the wide areas, because we're playing 4-3-3, so they'll play, if it's Elmo on the right and Snodgrass on the left, he'll tell them to get balls in the box. But you've got to get goals from other areas as well. You know, centre halves have got to get goals, and so has midfield players.
Give us your famous rubbish prediction.
Never get it right ever, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 win.
That's nice, Bradley. What do you think?
I fancy
never get it right anyway, so
I fancy all, but if Dino never gets it right, I'll go 2-1.
Luke, what do you think? You're going to be really confident here.
I'll settle with a 1-0 win.
Lovely, that's fine. We'll take anything as long as it's 3 points. 3 points is 3 points. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please would you put your hands together for our guests today. Firstly, of course, Club Ambassador Dean Windass, Bradley Orr, ex of Bristol City, and of course, Hull's gold medal winning Olympic boxer Luke Campbell.